this one.
Yeah, and this is probably going to be the first, check it, the first Fright Night video whenever I start the Fright Nights. So if you're watching this on Twitch, give us a follow. We will attempt to try to comment whenever we see stuff, but Dave
Also, this is the
doesn't.
first time going blind into one of these games.
Well, yeah, for you, for
Doing
me.
co-op. Doing co-op.
If you're watching this on YouTube, give a. I hate to be that guy, but give a like, give a subscribe, help us out. We're just two people
Average.
chilling.
Yep. Average Joes.
Yeah, so your friend is playing the trial version, which means you can give them a friend pass. This enables you to play through the entire shared story one time. Hopefully that doesn't mean start as Jeff, start as Marie. I'm gonna pick Marie. You'll be Jeff.
Cool.
Uh, I try to choose whenever we do the us playing together. I always try and choose the don't forget to push X, the
Yep.
side that's new to me. But when you're
That's fair.
playing solo, it's kind of hard because you will be playing as both sides.
Yep. Hostile.
Hotel.
Hey, on my screen for a second it was really blurry, okay? I thought it said hostile.
No, it says the World's Fair Hotel.
I know, I realized that when it fixed itself, it just happened to be the same time you said no hotel.
You're the worst husband ever. Oh,
I
that's
know.
that's
I'm
actually who we're
sorry I
playing
cheated
as
on
right
you.
now. Oh, that's who we're gonna start the game off as a happy newlywed couple.
Oh,
I
that's
actually
a
didn't
rat, not
notice.
a dog.
That is a rat, not a dog. Good for you. Good for you. And that's us.
Whatever pleases you the most.
You please me the most.
You mean you are
I
not
can always
prepared
hear
to
your
witness
TV
the
through my
entire
mic.
day of marriage?
The thing is, I only have it at volume 3.
Well, turn it lower.
Yeah.
Snakes.
I think we
And
can
ladders?
try.
No, it's snakes and chairs, isn't it?
Totally.
Isn't this
Did you turn it
glorious?
down on your end?
Advertised?
Yes, I did.
Very
I'll
impressive.
How
turn
much?
it down again. Well, there's only one more level to go down.
Let's check in.
Can you still hear though?
We'll find out when there's talking.
There's been talking.
Is it almost there?
I'm
Yeah,
sure there was a mad dash
yeah,
for
I
us
can
this
hear it.
morning to get to the fair.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Is it
No, I have no
Try
idea.
again?
Also, where's there's a weird light behind that couch or chair on the right?
the red one?
Yeah, there's that little white light in the corner of it.
Oh, not on my screen. Oh, skeleton. Ooh, I wonder what's
It's all
gonna
good.
happen. Okay, I
Fair to
can't
say,
help it. This is gonna be a spoiler, but we're all gonna die.
but the only future I care
Not
about
usually all that
is
happens.
ours.
We're what,
That makes more
five,
sense than
six
anything.
games in? Actually, I mean, depending on how you I'll be seductive.
I wish they'd hurry up so we can finally be alone in our room.
I mean,
Do
we're
you now?
4 games in on the Dark Pictures, five
So
games
serious.
overall
That means they're making sure
on
everything is
Supermassive's thing,
perfect.
and that's not counting the
Somehow,
two
you're
VR
always finding
games.
that silver lining.
I mean, almost
My
all of them
sincere
begin with
apologies
everyone dying, so
for both startling you and for making you wait. My
I think the
attention
only
was
game that they've made so far
somewhere
that
else.
doesn't begin with them dying, and that's a bit of a spoiler, is the Quarry.
But that's kind of a departure from the
I
rest of the stuff,
promise from
right?
here on out to do
It's a little
nothing
bit
but
more Until
pursue my
Dawn, a little bit
dreams.
more bigger. Granted, I feel
To
like
the
it
Gold
had
Star Hotel.
some of its own issues.
Please, sign in here.
I'm
For the
actually really
time in
confused at
Chicago,
why they did the quarry.
I'm
I
going to
mean, don't
hazard
get
a
me
guess
wrong,
that
I
you may
like
be
Until Dawn and I like
interested.
Dark Pictures, and one of my biggest
Fair,
complaints with the
yes,
Dark
but
Pictures
that's
games
not
is I wish
the
they were as
case in
big and as
many
interesting
international
as Until Dawn,
franchises.
because Until Dawn was just,
Oh,
I think it was like
a
a
hum
milestone that the Dark Picture
of
games have yet
velvet and
to
lovely.
It.
reach. Yeah. Especially with the fact that like Until
Yes,
Dawn does such a great
today's the
job at
day of our honeymoon.
being
Congratulations.
two
Or
different
In that
types of horror
case,
games.
an
I mean, it
upgrade
started.
is
well, it was also one of the first too, right? Or it was the first.
Well, I don't know if it was like I don't know if it was their first game, but it was the first that they did this style, as far as I know.
Um,
the
What?
same rates
that's not
as your
good.
regular
What's not good?
The upgrade
I'm
is
getting
only
like double layered of characters and my
of
screen's
course,
flashing.
honeymoon
That's not good.
How kind.
What do you
Thanks,
mean your
Fright
screen's
Oh, it just
flashing?
fixed itself. Well, it showed like the back view of the people talking to this gentleman with the
You've
hat.
got a lovely hotel,
My
Mr. Holmes.
screen was kind of like flashing, so I could kind of see the layer of like
myself.
my
Skin
character's
underneath?
back, but
I'll take
then
them.
him facing the other direction. So it was like the photo was
Signed,
layered on top of each other, with one
Phil,
being transparent, the other one not.
Doctor,
And my
Look,
screen was
man.
like strobe lights.
Marcus.
First off, you're playing a trial
No
version.
value
Second
to my
off,
interests.
I swear I'm not on anything. Just before
Impressive.
leave it at that.
no, I was
Please,
just gonna say second off.
we have
You know,
supplies and gifts at the pharmacy counter.
we've had
I know.
issues.
Take your luggage up to your
Or
room and
I
check
find
in with
sometimes
me
these
when
games
you're
have
ready.
issues. So because we've been talking over a lot of
Just
what he's
make
been
note
saying,
of this
so
on purchasing the things.
this is
Thank you.
Henry Howard Holmes. I believe I mentioned him to you. For anyone who is watching this, you'll find
Oh,
out more
thank you,
about him
Mr.
if you don't know
Holmes.
about him.
We appreciate it.
And we are going to the World's Fair, so we've checked in at this hotel. He's now telling us that the stalls behind us are almost like a shopping kind of section, where all we have to do is we just look at the stall. Anything we see at the stall, we can take, and we just kind of, I guess, write our room number down, and he will bill it to us. Which is, I mean, totally no one can steal from this. It's steal proof.
Now, what did I forget to bring?
But yeah, I mean, the Dark Pictures games, though they never reached the Until Dawn thing. And Corey just seemed like they, I guess, branched away from Bandai Namco to make a bigger game again. But at the same time, I don't know.
Oh, pardon me.
I don't know. I liked Corey, but
Careful, you. My husband
it
gets
just
awfully
to me
cross
didn't live
when
up
I'm
to
not
what
at the
Until Dawn
finish.
was.
Sounds like a ripe
Now my question is, going away from horror,
Lovely. Thanks,
what
both.
genre, if there was a genre that they would work on other than horror, what genre do you think they'd go for or should
See
do?
anything
I'm
Uh,
thinking like a cyberpunk kind of.
something
Should be
fresh?
kind of cool.
there's the David Cage cyberpunk one. District is it District something? I have it too.
Mm,
Because the Quantic Dreams or whatever ones, they did Heavy Rain, they did Beyond Two Souls,
Wonder
and
what's
then they
in there.
did another one that
where like there's
involved,
robots.
yeah, where there was a robot
Or
android
AI.
stuff.
Ferris wheels,
Yeah.
That one I never played,
animals.
but to be fair, Beyond Two Souls
Interesting.
kind of,
Perhaps.
I don't know,
Sort of.
kind of,
Yeah.
yeah, I was really huge
Nothing but an unfinished room.
into the concept of it
See
before it
how
came
these
out, and then when it
antiques
came
fit.
out, it just
If this is your
was all
thing,
over the
I'm at the
place.
last wheel.
I know we won't be denied.
Yeah.
Apparently they fixed it up and there's a version that kind of fixes the story pacing a lot more,
Don't move.
but
Yeah. Considering it's like she's a kid, she's older, she's now a kid again. Da, da, da.
it
It's like
just
really.
jumps around and it was so many. Of course they have to start us off with this.
Of course.
I mean, truth be told, we're the a-holes who are just walking around this hotel. there's a big sign that said, "Hey, don't enter," and we just go,
Private.
"Yeah, let's enter."
That was a throw.
You won't think it's thrilling if we're sleeping on the street after getting kicked out of here.
Yeah, like
And
beyond two.
exactly what you just said.
Let's go.
Oh, where are the a-holes?
It's almost like he knew we were there.
We weren't fooling anyone.
Welcome, newlyweds, to the honeymoon.
I'm just waiting
suite.
for the elevator to pour out blood.
No, that's not till Act 3.
Do enjoy your stay.
So yeah, full
If you'll excuse
disclosure,
me, I
because
have
it was kind of mentioned,
work to
Dave,
return
this is
to.
Dave's first time playing through the game.
I'm sure we'll soon
He
see
has
you
seen
again
some of
soon.
the traps that we will get put into because I've sent him videos with some of those traps. But
I swear I
I've
deleted them before even watching them. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I've
Or
I
maybe
didn't
you
show him
won't.
how to beat those traps, and not to mention in our current playthrough, we might not even
Just
see any
this.
of those traps
That's
because some of those
Hurry up,
traps
buddy.
will change. That being said, I have finished the game, and I've actually finished the game with everyone alive. So that's a bit of a spoiler for Dave because some of those
You
traps
asked for it.
looked unbeatable.
Should I
I
be
will
So
I
worried?
good.
will I'll also not be telling Dave during our playthrough of this that whenever like the option is for him to pick, I won't be telling him on what options to choose.
It's okay. We need some blood in a horror movie, anyways. Might as well be my own.
That being said, too, if you guys watched the House of Ashes playthrough, I screw up a lot in these, especially because they decide to still do on the PS5 version black buttons with white backgrounds.
I have something for you.
A little
Are
bit
you
better
the
than House
last
of
one
Ashes,
standing?
though. I don't know what
No.
version you're playing, Dave, but
Actual gift.
5, I think?
yeah. So you've gotten the black buttons with white background, right?
Thanks to me.
Aren't you
It's
clever and romantic?
easier to see than House of Ashes because that House of Ashes was more like black on gray, whereas this seems more black on white,
Is
but
there a
still,
problem?
Makes a lot more sense.
still very annoying.
And even if, yeah, they should have just had it so you could change it in the menu with one you prefer.
It would have been so much more nicer.
Victory is
Like, even if
mine.
it defaulted to the one that you don't like and just kind of had it so you could go the options and be like, I want it this way.
Ba ba ba.
Also, how is that not obvious?
Well, because it's not obvious. Have you ever looked at a peephole
No. I don't have a door.
with a
That's why
peephole?
Yeah, I do actually. I was just kind of being sarcastic, but I don't know if it went over that well.
Uh, well, not every door has peepholes.
It's jammed shut.
Maybe if we put a
Every
little
door
weight
I
on
have
it.
met has a peephole.
Every door you've met has peephole.
Yes.
You meet doors.
Yeah. Don't you always shake the hand when you open it?
Were you not holding square last time?
I don't know if I'm supposed to be holding it or tapping it. Okay, so I'll just hold it then.
What's your thing say? Hold or tap?
Uh, rapidly before time runs out. And tap. Okay.
Yours says tap.
Open sesame.
Yes.
I
Thank
think
you.
I had mine set to hold because mine just said hold, but that time I was tapping it, so I
Okay.
don't know that.
And reconvene.
I know that word. It's French for something illicit.
Shush. Shave.
I think I forgot to pack my razor and kit.
I'm sure the pharmacy downstairs has them.
Don't be too long in that bath.
Oh,
Don't
I'll
worry.
take way too long. Yeah, of course, if you're playing in single player, you jump back and forth between both characters and some of their options.
I'll just grab this candle for later.
I am powdering our bath soap. Yeah, I have no clue what this is, to be honest. I think it makes my water soapy.
Censorship.
Oh, you don't see me doing anything right now.
No, I know. Well, you did say bath bubbles. Where a sensor
Yeah.
when you go to the bath.
Oh, she gets in the bath and he goes down the hallway. I won't spoil what's gonna happen to you, but good luck.
Am I gonna open a door and see my own shadow?
Maybe you will, maybe you won't. You okay over there?
Yep, I did not fall into that pit, I
Is that
swear.
you, Dad?
You actually didn't fall into it, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Oh, are we playing another game?
For a second, I was
Unfortunately,
debating. Sorry.
I made an option that would have given you a trophy,
Me, Mr.
but
Holmes.
I'm kind of regretting it because I wouldn't have minded seeing the other outcome.
I don't think he can quite.
I've already got the trophy, but this is something where I would have liked to have seen the other outcome, to be honest, too. Which just I didn't think about it till after I pushed the button.
Don't fight it.
Okay, trying to get in.
Will only hurt more.
Let me in, let me in.
I think you have to go into a different room.
I'm currently banging.
Oh,
on
yeah,
doors.
it is that room.
What?
Yeah, but then you go into a different room afterwards.
What have you done? Calm yourself, sir. I've seen your
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. So he killed me while I was in the bath. There's nothing I can do. It's essentially she just gets the option to either relax or investigate a noise, and either option involves her getting killed.
Why does nobody try to kill the killer?
Oh, that is different.
Like, you knocked him down, you couldn't have taken a knife and killed him instead of just running to your wife and being like, I want to get my throat slit.
That's a lot different than what I saw.
Why, did you hit run away?
I don't know. I don't remember what I hit, but in my playthrough, he went into a different room and acid kind of poured out on him, and the two watched each other die.
And this is why we do this for several different things.
Well, that's the thing with these games. Is like you get different playthroughs, so you're going in this blind. I'm probably going to make some similar choices to what I made last time, some different choices to what I made.
You might have different options because different choices that I make.
And I'm not going to, for some of the big scenes that I've seen, if we end up getting put into those situations, I'm not going to guide you into what to make or what decision to make.
Hello.
Because for some of the traps, there's kind of only one choice to make that will affect things. Sorry, I was taking a sip.
It's all good. I'm just watching somebody get a bag over their head as the guy's walking through it.
Oh, really now? Is that what you're watching? It's like I can't see it on my screen. I could skip it. tune in Fridays during Fright Night to experience all this again. Even though if you're watching this today on Twitch, it's not Friday, but when it goes up on YouTube, it will be Friday. See, Dave, I told you I'd say something like that at some point. I meant to say it earlier, but...
Story by Supermassive Games.
This is going to be what's going to kick off our Friday Fright Nights. What better way than a horror game where we'll probably screw up and get everyone killed?
Those good old times of watching horror movies on space.
For those viewers in the US, that's sci-fi. I think it's called the Sci-Fi Channel up there.
I was wondering, do we even have that still?
What, space?
I
don't know about space.
Cable in years.
I Shudder every now and then, but I always wait till Shudder builds up a decent repertoire of movies, and then I decide.
Oh, you're here. Have you been?
Yeah, hey, welcome back. It's you again.
Welcome back. I do enjoy seeing a familiar face.
Yeah.
It was really weird and threw you off if the reflection was facing the back of him as he was talking.
The reflection is facing the back of him.
No, I mean like there's somebody like the reflection's alive and facing the.
You're trying to think if we had two faces facing us, both his face and the reflection.
Yeah, like the reflection was listening to him talk.
Well, reflection would be listening to him talk.
But without the mouth moving, like it was a different entity that just looked like him in a mirror.
But we don't know the mouth is moving because it's facing the back of him.
You know what I meant, though.
I don't think I do anymore. I think I did, and then you just went into a direction that I do not know.
Delight,
Fair enough.
inspiration, desire, yes, but also doubt, fear, dread. The way you react, the decisions you make, would affect this.
Oh, wow, that's the name of the game.
Hidden in the world, you'll find dark pictures.
Is it?
They give glimpses of the possible
You
consequences.
said dark,
of
well, I
your
mean,
choices.
technically it's not, but it kind of is.
Sometimes it's the smallest choices that can have the biggest repercussions. Repercussions that you will all experience.
Well, who made these rules?
That's very much
And
against
who's the one that
rules.
put the pictures
I
there?
can only observe what happens and record any.
I think yours is somehow ahead of mine.
Oh.
Mainly because once again I can hear your TV through my headset.
Ever seen one of these? They're very old. People used to call them obbles.
How low do you have it?
In the mouth of the recently deceased.
I literally have it at 2.
Well, put it to 1.
You'll find them in the
or get a better headset.
I'll be happy to exchange
I should, because this is just like an MP3 headset that has like a mic in it.
That's probably why it's not filtering it out.
Game is afoot. I will be watching.
Or set it.
Thanks for reminding me. I might just grab one next time I'm at work.
Or set it to where you hear the volume through your headset.
You may have recently seen my interview on Chicago AM
You have to go through console settings to do that.
when just being honest means everyone thinks you're a bitch. I'm not sure I've got issues to deal with, same as everyone.
You go settings, volume, or sound, and then you scroll down, and there should be something like set chat or set speaker headset thing. I've done it so many times, but I've done it like because I've done so many times. It's
I've been a key driven lighting tech for years. See a problem?
all you're technically missing right now is just someone's watching footage of the cast.
I'm sick of being on my own.
You're still looking for it, aren't you?
Qualifications or like personal info?
I thought for a second you just click on the mic.
Will anyone
No, you have to actually go through like settings and audio and stuff.
UK originally. I've been here for 20 years. The last series was so on track. It was.
Oh, while you're doing that, let me just double check my own. Found it, or
Like, oh, that's yours. Okay, so it's through.
there should be something where it's like put audio through, and it just says voice chat, and then you click it, and it'll be like all audio or voice chat.
Yo?
Yo,
Okay, that works, I guess.
like put it all audio.
Yep.
Okay. If the game sounds a little too loud still, and you can't hear me over the game, then you are gonna have to click the microphone, and I think play through it,
That's all good.
play through that side.
It was a very beautifully conceived and
I'm assuming what's going on is the headset you're currently using is probably not filtering out some of the background noise, so it's just picking up all
Everything in the
the
room.
yeah.
I think we've heard quite enough.
I mean, I could be wrong, and my headset might be doing the same thing, but I'm assuming my headset shouldn't be doing that because when I've been playing, I haven't been hearing some of the stuff.
Oh, and you probably have a better headset than like a $20 one I probably bought at work just to listen to music.
I have a pretty cheap headset. It's not Turtle Beach, but it's yeah.
Listen, I just know this is the one I kind of just threw together after the last one. You're just like, I can't hear you.
On May 7th, 1896,
I've debated on upgrading my headset. So yeah, essentially the catching you a little bit up. So this is one of those docu-series things. The cast for this docu-series is kind of small in my opinion, but then again, I don't really work for docu-series type stuff, so maybe this is the normal size of a cast. They're doing a current series on Henry Howard Holmes, who we've witnessed in the beginning kill that couple.
Yep.
The thing is that for their series, they just don't. I mean, for people not know in the know of everything, I'm not going to spoil everything. It's just where this cast is, or this crew is kind of scraping by, so we're kind of promised premium footage on some of his tools.
Tools of the trade.
What do you think?
To be fair, I actually thought that little thing that they just showed was kind of cool, except for the fact that I just don't tend to watch docuseries.
To be honest, Charlie, this is a pilot.
So yeah, the crew's essentially made up of, we have our vocal host, we have one crew member, we have the camera guy, we have the producer, who is this guy, and then we have the producer's assistant and slash sound girl. So I don't know. I feel like that's kind of small for a crew, but whatever.
If it gets what done needs to get done.
It kind of. I feel like this one doesn't. just watching it again, like I feel like it doesn't do what some of the other ones do, where it kind of stops to introduce us to people a bit more better.
Yeah, this one kind of just starts and just goes.
Yeah. Well, the other ones, sometimes you'd have the characters get introduced one at a time, and when they got introduced, there was like that little title card next to each, our name card next to each one. Whereas this one, there wasn't really.
Saying like, Joe, 28, outgoing,
Yeah.
whatever. Whereas this doesn't.
This is the driver. I mean, nothing suspicious with driver just opening trunk and not opening door or window.
I'm good.
I should probably point out, of course, that there's some friction between the cast. Oh, look at that, white gloves. Wonder.
That's not suspicious enough.
Well, I mean, we don't know that, but.
Wait, we know that. They don't know that, though.
Well, yeah, we know that. They don't know that because the windows are tinted and they can't see who the driver is. I'm pretty sure some of the front windows shouldn't be tinted that much. It's like a safety issue. Or, I mean, you could do it, but you could also get ticketed for doing it.
Me, no money in my pocket, a dead phone, and lost in the middle of goddamn Topeka.
That wasn't my fault.
Yeah, this is also, as the characters are talking right now, not the first time that they've done something like this where they've gone.
What do we know about this guy?
He's rich, he's a recluse.
Gone into the field, and
Totally sane, I'm sure.
it'll get mentioned a couple times, but one instance turned out disastrous in a way.
Dumet has blueprints, documents, artifacts. When I said this would save the show.
But yeah, I mean, nothing can go wrong when you get invited by a rich guy to an island where filled with serial killer toys on it.
Yeah, no, nothing's.
Oh, strange there.
You're literally asking for trouble.
Once again, right there, they don't realize that there is a speaker, that the person's not actually speaking to us. It's a voice recording. They think the guy is speaking to us. It's a voice recording. But yeah, no, Dumet is very cautious. Doesn't want our phones, or doesn't want us to have our phones. I mean, in fairness, okay, I'll give them this. That was probably a good throwaway thing right there. Because, let's face it, when you watch modern films, especially, there's always that question of, well, how would this character get put in this situation when they can just pull out their phone and call the cops or something like that?
Yeah.
So they kind of did have to have something there, and that was, I guess, a decent way to kind of handle that.
Yeah, or, yeah.
The other thing they could have always done is a phone jammer, because every movie always ends up doing the phone or signal jammer kind of thing.
That or just general, the place could have been hard enough that it's hard for cops to even get to.
Shouldn't he have service or something?
Is it going to be hard for cops to get to?
No, really. I got it.
Or the middle of nowhere where there is no phone service, like you said, but...
Oh, signal jammer, like phone jammers is always what a lot of movies tend to go with. A lot of movies always do the, oh, I can't use my phone. Well, there's a phone jammer in the area or something like that.
I'd love to get some footage of the lake and the scope of this.
But even then, that's just kind of...
Yeah, from on high we'll get a better look.
Lighthouse.
Lazy. Yes, that is a lighthouse. Good for you. I'm glad you can see.
I'll just chill here, you go do that.
I'm fit.
Mark,
You're coming with me. I imagine both of us are going to be the two going up there.
Careful, guys.
Nice knowing you.
Come on.
I'll know if I chose correctly depending on who I'm playing as. I've chosen correctly. Yeah. Because I think last time I was playing your character going up to the lighthouse. So yeah, now we get a little bit more of the aspects of gameplay that you'll experience. Because of course they have to like tutorial us on some of the new features and stuff.
Yeah. It's not like any other game you walk up to a wall and hit X.
Hey, guys, hurry up!
We're on it.
Give me 1 second. Crap. There we go. Thank you.
Noise.
Just got a trophy.
Bum, bum, bum.
For anyone who probably just didn't see that, there's a trophy for taking photos of everyone. Which only this character can do. He has a camera that he can use. The run is actually a little bit faster too. I don't know if you noticed.
Well, yeah, I know that in theory.
Yeah, it actually looks like they're actually running. Whereas before it was like, hey, they're going to a little bit more of a speed walk, or less noticeable.
Yeah. Yeah, so each character in this game, though, does have, like, a thing that semi makes them a little bit different. So your character, apart from having a lighter as his source of light,
tool,
he can also,
Thanks for backing me up, man.
kind of pick locks. Not really, like, pick locks, but he can, like, jimmy a lot of locks.
You know, some of the crew can be challenging.
I don't remember if he has anything else interesting. My character, when it's dark, his form of light source is actually the flash on his camera, which is kind of cool.
That's a nice way to incorporate it to a guy that has as a photographer.
Yeah.
Instead of just, oh, he has a flashlight on his phone or something. Which I
The
imagine one of the other people probably does.
No, well, we had it in our phone. The sad thing is
yeah.
There is a point where I think they get a little lazy and go, oh, now multiple people will just have a flashlight.
Wow, that's a lot of lives lost.
But still. So this is going to teach us a little bit more about mechanics and some of the stuff. So things like, now we can jump gaps, which I don't think was really present in some of the other games.
Well, without it being a button prompt.
Yeah. There's going to be a balancing thing. I did sort of have some issues with the balancing, but it was more or less later on. Some of the first balancing things I never had too much of an issue with, and I've seen other people say that they never had an issue with it. But there were a couple balancing things later on that... Yeah, so now I have my little flasher.
Yeah, I feel like now you got the better light.
I take a little... God, you have a better light. My light makes things brighter for a second.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I take what I said back. Especially when I turn around and see how little.
Well, if you turn your light off, you'll see. I think you'll see. So I get like a little flash, and then it goes dark for a bit, and then I get a little flash, and then it goes dark for a bit.
Oh, that was weird on my screen. It didn't even light anything up.
Oh, it's probably a GTA type situation where
the light doesn't get shown by other people.
I mean, I am seeing your light, but you're probably either weren't. Well, one of two options: either you weren't looking where I was flashing.
Yeah, because yours looks like it might be more direct.
Mine is more direct, so I do have to kind of look. So yeah, here's the first balancing act. For the first couple, it's not life or death. For some of the later ones, it will be life or death. But I won't lie, I did adjust
the difficulty for a sec.
A bit later down the road because there was a section where I surprisingly just for the life of me, couldn't get it. I didn't want to. I was really trying not to.
Christ, what the hell is that?
You didn't jump there, did you?
Nope.
That was the section with the doll, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's also the section I believe I mentioned to you where my character walked up next to me and then disappeared, and I thought, wow, that was more of a jump scare than the doll that popped up. The person next to me disappeared, where the doll just looked like a doll.
Like, I get they did that for the effect of the game, but at that angle, you'd have seen the doll coming.
I'm not. Oh, in real life, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like sometimes in movies where it's like, what was it? If you've ever seen Equilibrium, there's a section in Equilibrium where a bunch of characters all walk behind a pillar. But if you actually look at the angle of the main character, the question would be, what were the people doing behind the pillar? Because the main character could see them from the moment they walked into the room. It's a good movie. It's got Christian Bale. It's very gun fu-ish. I mean, it's kind of on the indie cheap side, but Christian Bale, gun fu, cyber future.
Yeah, I might watch Infinite Pool because I just noticed that was. I guess you climbed through the window, or did you try going through the door?
I climbed through the window.
Oh.
Door's locked. Yeah, the other thing in this. Well, the other thing is in this game, you'll notice when you go by certain doors, there'll be a symbol on it that'll kind of be like, this door is locked. Which I don't think was in the other games as well. I'm kind of curious. I mean, like, if you go by that door right now, you'll see what I mean. But I'm curious about Infinite Pool. What's Infinite Pool?
I think that's what it's called. It's like a horror movie.
Oh,
Infinity Pool.
Don't know. I'll check it out later. Don't give me a description because you do terrible descriptions. And that's saying something
yet,
considering
so
I do terrible descriptions.
Well, yeah. I also haven't seen it yet, so other than the fact that I know it's a horror movie, I have no idea what it's about.
I'm just gonna chillingly walk out here. So this is a different lighthouse than the section later. I didn't spoil anything.
Okay.
Everything is different now than later. It's like the hotel is different, but is it? I just hiccup 2 times.
Okay, I was just about to say something, but never mind.
What were you gonna say?
So where are you supposed to go? And I noticed this gap.
Yeah, even though I have admittedly played this, I'm still trying to remember where everything is.
Although it would be kind of interesting. I know there's obviously a reason why, but it'd be kind of cool if there's 3 separate paths you could have gone.
You see that? It would be actually really cool if they got to that point. But I think when they do it as dark pictures, they sadly can't. The other problem is that when they've done the bigger games like Until Dawn and Quarry, they probably could. It'd maybe take more time, but they just haven't. It'd be cool though. Like it would change the game a lot more, but that probably adds like a lot more work
development to it.
Yeah, you're tapping, right?
Yeah, I noticed the inner square getting bigger as I was tapping it.
I have mine set to hold. Do you want to change it to hold?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah. I just need to know what I was doing, so Because I know you tend to have it set to hold, so I wasn't sure if that indicated that I had to do the same or not.
Yeah, so now you're getting taught how your character, like, you use the card to open stuff.
Box, yes.
So
Almost like I have a key.
that's something only your character can do. Obels are essentially what the curator is telling us about. This time around, they have little diorama collectibles that you can purchase in the main menu.
That's not true.
I may be driving this car.
And you do so by finding obels. You go check the door.
It's not how cars work.
Jesus, you try and give someone a compliment.
Thanks, Charlie. I get it.
Okay.
You want to check the door out?
Yes.
Door is locked?
Yep.
Yeah, no. While you were doing that, I was moving this garbage can over here. Because, yeah, that's the thing in this game now, where you can now move objects like this to get to other areas. I feel like this game in general, they did a lot more kind of gamey stuff in it.
Sure.
Like, it's not as just point and click and push buttons, and now it's a little bit more... I can walk around. Hold to hide. Oh. I can get a bit more of a better screenshot here. Oh, cool. I actually saw what that was this time. Last time I didn't see. Did you see what it was?
You mean like me not knowing? Other than the fact it sounded like some creature from like I don't know, some zombie or something.
I won't tell you. Granted, you'll probably be able to watch whenever I post this, but I won't be posting this for a while. Or will I? We currently have another playthrough on something. Once we finish that playthrough on Fridays, I will be posting this. Hopefully, assuming that Dave doesn't break me in that other game.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that.
Either Dave breaks me or I break him.
I don't break that easy, so I'll be breaking you. Although
I don't know. You seemed like even you were getting.
Well, I feel like that was a combination of my work crap and then.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Being frustrated with that.
Charlie, I'm getting an uneasy feeling about this.
Somebody has a taxidermy hole.
Hey, this is like the wall I have in the other room. I'm joking.
I thought you were gonna say that's like the wall in Resident Evil 7.
I was gonna say that it's like the wall I have in my bedroom, but I don't have a bird.
It's all wired up.
You don't have taxidermy like this? Oh man, if I wasn't turning it, I would have had a jump scare to put up. The head moves on it while you're holding it. Probably for me the first time, but
I don't even get to pick it up. Oh. Well.
Oh, you know, Fright Nights. Our first game on Fright Nights.
It's gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay.
And if Fright Nights does well, then every
Look at this.
Friday will be a Fright Day.
Come on, get shooting. I want you to pan across the lake.
By well, I mean if I just kind of find a lot of horror games that I feel do really good, that I dig.
Look, it's all right.
Yep.
Now I have to do it all over again to get back down.
Yay.
Not kidding.
Oh.
This boat must be really slow though if we got all the way down here before it got
Well, considering how close it looked by the time we looked off the thing, yeah.
We still managed to work our way back down.
Hello, Mr. Lonnet.
That's me.
I'm Grant.
Oh look, it's Marlon Wayans.
And we'll head out.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get canceled. I'm sorry, if they do a live action, I just feel like he would be perfect for
Pleased to meet you, Mr.
that
Dumet.
role.
For
I'm
this.
looking forward to seeing all
I don't know. I just feel like
Truly
I keep picturing a young
Lovely
Marlon
to meet
Wayans.
you all. What say we get underway?
They're doing a live action How to Train Your Dragons. It's gonna really date this video because people are gonna be like, "What, really?" But yeah, they're doing a live action How to Train Your Dragons.
What? Okay.
I don't know why.
They've done worse. They've done worse, so I can't even, I'm not even gonna. Also, I'm realizing this boat only goes straight.
Did you not think this boat only goes straight?
Well, because that's the chains, right? So the chains push it left or right. Or forward and backward.
I was gonna say it. Alright, can you see the chains? I didn't even see the chains.
What? From the front of the boat?
Is it on the front of the boat?
Back of the boat now. Well, you kind of saw that first when you just showed the scene of us getting down and the boat's still coming towards us.
I wasn't even paying attention. I know this boat only really, because it's a ferry boat. It's just pretty much ferries you from the land to the... It's just I didn't even notice the chains.
Yeah, it doesn't even have a motor, so it uses those chains to propel it forward and backwards.
Is that how it works?
I don't know. Do you know technology?
No. Who's technology? Is that a man or a woman?
Technology of using chains. It's a combination of both.
Ah.
Take care.
I am all. Yeah, but are you a man or a woman? All is all.
Don't worry about your bags. I'll make sure.
Probably the only funny thing I found in Zoolander 2.
Aw, playful, annoyed.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm always gonna go over.
So, this is supposed to be Dumet, and he's the only guy on this island.
Cough up a diseased lung.
I'll be fine.
Just pretend there's a carton of smokes at the top of the hill.
You're right. He takes his security very seriously.
There's a lot of keep outs.
It's almost like she's thinking.
Maybe you should be asking what he's trying to let out.
Jamie.
First time getting those options, so I just wasn't really sure what I wanted to take.
We've known that for about 2 hours.
Just go.
I'm kind of curious to see where some of the sections we split up are gonna handle.
Don't need the whole journey. Kate talking to Cameron.
Granted, I think the next section is going to be another us not splitting up.
Is that clear? I'm a very private person.
Don't worry, Mr.
Yeah, so we can't bring our cell phones, but we can bring cameras and photos to take things of the island. But we can only take things that he deems are okay for us to take photos of.
Is Kate's face ready?
Except for him, we can't take photos or pictures of
Trying
him.
to make me like you.
Rolling.
Speed.
And action.
I've just arrived on the private island which claims to have genuine artifacts from h.h.holmes' Reign of Terror. I'm heading to the house right now.
Oh look, it's the hotel from earlier.
And start to walk.
But it's not the same.
Okay, that's enough.
And cut.
We really do need to get going.
Anything you say, Mr. Dumas.
Oh, he's very pushy.
I also love how I just got a notification that the chat's not working, but the chat's still working.
Is it though?
Oh my god, that's the kid from It. He grew up.
Mr. Dumet is being really restrictive.
That was not your best. Well, I'm sorry to say, but that was definitely not one of your better lines.
I know.
What do you want to do?
Hey, I just saw the yellow raincoat, okay?
Seriously?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my, damn it!
What happened?
You okay?
You get your baby ego again?
We should get her up to the
Oh
hotel.
no, she's hurt.
Move it.
Jamie, stay with her.
Why me?
Because you know first aid. Remember how you patched her up?
It's not going to split us up for a while, is it?
Right. Okay.
We'll find some ice and a bandage and come back. You have that?
I thought it would have, but
Yes,
it's not.
sure.
Then let's go.
You're following along okay, right?
Yep.
What is going
Okay.
on?
I'll clue you in later.
It being your first time playing, I don't want to spoil, but I also don't want to get to that point where you're sitting there going, wait, why are we doing what now?
Because
I'm charming, and you
Oh,
can
yeah.
hotwire your way past security. Come on.
We don't need a tour guide the whole time.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to tour guide you, but I don't want to also, like...
No, I mean, that's why we separated from the guy.
No, we separated from the guy because he's acting weird and suspicious. And we're kind of just curious to get a look around.
Yeah, without having a person over our shoulder of what we can and can't look at.
Well, he's kind of clearly hiding something, and we just want to see if we can get a better idea of what he's hiding.
Is there any saving the show?
Yeah, bend over in front of me.
there's some sort of magical holy grail of footage or information to be had here.
You think that's likely?
I had a feeling that this section would have...
Are you supposed to get? Is there anything special on this?
What is it?
It is a shoe, but I'm not getting anything indicating you discovered anything with the shoe.
Did you look to take this shoe in multiple spots? Don't forget, there's some things that won't quite be like, hey.
Fair enough.
There's documents and stuff that you can look at sometimes that won't straight up be like something is here.
Do this.
Or you've discovered a clue. Granted, there are documents and stuff that will say you have discovered a clue and stuff.
Oh, still kind of weird the fact that there was a shoe in this weird place. And nothing else.
Well, I think it's also just to kind of point out that it's weird that there's a shoe there, but there's nothing to indicate. If you didn't see anything, then it's probably just it doesn't have anything to implement any kind of thing other than, hey, it's just a shoe. I mean, you can't just pick up everything and be like, look, this is a weird spot. It's a clue. Who do you think you are, Fred Jones?
He could have told us to dress
I
for
forgot how
track.
to run for a second. Yeah, so once again, balancing thing. Don't worry for the first couple if you do end up struggling. If you don't end up struggling, like right there, I'm gonna fall.
I'm fine. Stop.
It's
You need help? No.
straight up for the first couple. There's like little. And before you sit there and say, I don't understand how you fell, I honestly, there were a couple that I don't even understand how I fell.
Fair enough. Yeah, people are good at different things. Or have trouble with different things.
I don't know, maybe I'm pushing forward too fast. I'm gonna fall.
You are controlling with your right, though, right?
Left.
Oh, mine said right, so that was weird.
Go on without me. God damn it, this is gonna be... Technically, my first playthrough, I did the same mistakes. Granted, my first...
guys, we're leaving the island. We'll be back soon to pick you up, Travis, once you pass that lock.
It actually wasn't this log I got screwed up on. It was a later log.
just teasing. Anything to do with this train? Does not look like it.
Maybe that was the problem, is I wasn't really touching the... I don't know.
I realized the left was just going forward, the right was depending on if I...
Other players waiting. Yeah, we gotta move this. My character is the crew member character, so she is more electrical stuff. So there's going to be a bunch of electrical puzzles that only my character can do.
So I'm guessing like the electrical boxes and stuff.
Yeah, the sad thing is there isn't a lot. To be honest, the hey, this character can do this and this character can do that is kind of neat, but it's also very, in my opinion, underutilized.
Get down with your family.
Fair.
She died.
We have another hide section.
Shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude.
It took them that long just to get here.
They didn't see us. Let's go. This is
Yeah.
ridiculous. There's nothing out here.
So don't worry, they wouldn't have left the, I don't like that they're just standing there.
Yeah, but they're kind of our guys, so unless they're idiots, decide to say something.
I think it was just, I don't know, it was weird there.
Hey guys, what are you doing? Shh, you're not supposed to let the guys know we're here.
I think they know. Well, except for the sound girl, she doesn't really know. She's just kind of like not in the loop. She's kind of the, oh yeah, we'll tell you later. You'll figure it out. We'll explain things, but right now.
So the one that's oblivious to everything that's going on.
What about over there?
Oh, I think it's just more or less a really weird situation of what the hell just happened and why it was our characters. There was another thing over here.
Okay.
There's another thing over here.
Oh, I just noticed you were in the house. So I was wondering if there's anything in just that.
I think there's a way in the house. Or something out here.
Hey, Mr. Locksmith, I was playing as before. I need you.
Just a dead rodent out here, gutted. Dave missed the dead rodent.
Yo, protein anyone?
I'm not sure I can afford the rent on this one.
Oh, another dark picture. A dark picture of a scene that I did not see because I gladly had everyone alive. A secret of a vacation photo with our Mr. Dumet with us.
Interesting.
A bird book. I think I could actually look through that bird book, but it did not. What are you jogging out? Practicing for track and field out here?
Maybe this is the way.
Yeah, you will not to be too complaintive, you will notice as we play that the character traits are definitely kind of underutilized.
At least they are being utilized. It'd be worse if it's like, yo, these person are great at this, but you never use their skills at all.
Yeah. This person has a camera, but it's only really used for
lighting your way and taking selfies.
No, I think there's like some clues that are tied to it, but it's kind of like, I don't think it affects the ending in any way. It's not like, oh, you could get this one ending if you get all the clues or something like that. I could be wrong.
Touche. I was gonna say the camera would be great at like flashing somebody in the face to get away or something.
Some collectibles are only he can get to. Same with the locking doors. Some collectibles only he can get. Same with this girl and the electrical stuff I mentioned. There's only a handful of times in my playthrough at least, where it showed up. Granted, it was needed to progress the story a little bit more, but still, it being what's coming up right now, where we're getting like a little electrical box that I can play with.
Here, we'll be able to get across.
So I can play with this box, and then, even then, I feel like what am I supposed to do? Why wouldn't it let me play with that? Oh, you're probably supposed to do something over there that will let me play with this. Oh, hello.
Hello.
You could have, flipped the switch over here.
Well, you're the tech person, so I'll let you do that. I might hit the wrong switch.
Oh, I mean, considering there's an off and an on.
Well, also, you're kind of standing at the door, so I felt like you may end up having to come in here anyways, as you skate around the map, because it looks like you're standing literally in the same position, just ice skating.
Maybe we can get this
Nope.
thing working.
What the?
What the what?
Where are you? You literally just teleported.
I'm at the fuse box.
I know now. You literally just standing in front of me as you're getting to the fuse box, and then boop, you're gone, and then oh, you're at the fuse box.
Even the fuse box puzzles, like, I didn't understand.
Was it kind of you have to link up the line? I'll see, I guess, when you post the video.
Well, it's essentially on one side I have the fuses I push, and then on the other side I have a chart that tells me which way to push the fuses. So it's kind of like, it's what? That's the puzzle? You're pretty much telling me what to push. The only real slight issue is that sometimes the path, because so essentially it shows on the right side what fuses I push, and I have to move and push each one individually. On the left side is a photo of all the fuses with a red arrow pointing, so like push this fuse and then move to this other fuse.
What's through here?
So it'll guide which way I push. But sometimes, rather than having one fuse lead to multiple, or lead to a path, it'll be multiple arrows leading to a path. This rock here.
Hello.
We screwed that up, but interesting.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I swear, with the way that camera's angled, it looked like he was looking right at us.
Okay, so first off, I'm just going to throw this out here because I don't know if it was you too, but when it started, I was pretty much over where I'm standing right now. I had to move the screen over just to see where we were supposed to hide. So
I had no idea. I just assumed it was right here.
Yeah, that's why I started running forward, like, wait, where's the hide of the thing? And then I moved the camera and I saw the hide behind the rock. For anyone saying, what? I thought you played that? Dude, I played the game when it came out. It's been like a couple months. I don't remember everything.
I mentioned how many games between them now.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I remember plots of the story. I remember how to solve a stiletto heel. I remember plots of the story. Yeah, there's a stiletto heel there. Did we enter this room, or we enter this room later? I remember plots of the story. I remember how to save some characters, which, once again, will be interesting when we get to those situations.
Alley-oop.
Hey!
Oh, look, we met up with them.
That's so much better. I guess I just needed to rest it for a minute. I think I'm okay.
We found a shortcut up the hill.
I really need you to stay where I say.
You got it, Mr. Dumet. We're all here now. Let's head on. Everyone stay under the watchful eye of Mr. Dumet, please. Kate.
Are you down for a little bit longer, or?
Yeah.
A summer
Okay.
camp from hell.
Whatever. We're gonna find out what's up his sleeve before too long. Don't worry about that.
Won't be too much longer.
Coming or what?
Irrational fear of heights.
You afraid of heights?
He does, yes.
Maybe.
I'm sure it's fine. Dude spends $1 million in security. He'd opt for a better bridge if this one wasn't safe. Besides, even if you do fall, look at all the soft water down there, swirling around those jagged rocks. Wait, is that a skeleton wedge down there?
Ha ha, you're hilarious. Go already.
That's serious drop.
Everyone has a fear of something.
Oh, man.
Just so you know, he's your ex. So be kind to him.
Want a piggyback ride?
Don't be an asshole.
Just give me your hand.
I figure let's get to the hotel before we call it.
Is that so bad?
Yes. There better be another way back down.
Come on, princess.
Where is everyone?
So we're kind of close to the hotel. Oh man, they're not gonna get back together because he did that. Now you ruined their relationship.
Their relationship was ruined anyways.
I'll laugh if we try and play this again tomorrow. And it's like, you've already used your friend pass. You can't play it again.
It's like, well, at least we got one good video.
Oh, Dave, looks like you gotta suck it up and buy the game.
No.
I know you were gonna buy it eventually.
I know. Just on sale.
Now you don't have to wait for it to be on sale because you've already started the game.
Exactly.
This, wow. Mr. Dumet, this place.
So it's not quite the hotel from earlier because, as you can tell, it's bigger and whatnot, but it is stylized around the hotel that we saw in the beginning.
Yeah, and I'm sure it wasn't as much of a recluse, being like, yo, only certain people can come here at a time.
Well, that hotel was more in a city, whereas this is out on an island.
That too.
Which begs the question, which kind of rich guy would build essentially a shrine to a psycho killer?
Everything in here is fragile. Please.
Psycho killer himself.
Man, this is brilliant.
And the whole time that other guy's thinking, you guys mess up, I'm gonna be dead.
Look at this.
Is he?
Amazing.
I wouldn't be surprised if he knows what his boss does. Or doesn't do.
Yeah, this is the boss. This is Dumet.
I'm sure the rest is almost here. I'll make sure it gets to your rooms.
Kate's makeup case is slowing it down.
Oh, you didn't realize that's Dumet?
Blue backpack.
Okay.
Settle in, and I'll meet you all at dinner.
This is all his. This is his property.
Okay.
Or maybe it's not. I don't know. I won't spoil anything. Maybe this is that point where we meet who we think is a serial killer, or maybe we don't. Maybe it's monsters. Maybe it's not serial killer.
The way he's acting kind of reminds me. What was that saying in the movie Where the guy's like, I feel like a very small worm on a very big hook or something like that.
I don't know. That
I feel like that's
number
the way
right
that he's
there may
projecting
come.
himself.
That number may be of importance as well.
174.
Wasn't it 178?
Nah, it was 176.
I don't know if you're messing with me or not.
Honestly, I don't know. It was 017 something.
Oh, who's the old lady?
Sit here worrying. God all day and not a word from
You know, this is actually making me smile because I didn't. I think I saw this, or I definitely saw this, but things just clicked in my head right now that are making me go, "Oh, how did I miss that connection?"
Fair enough.
Oh,
Who's the little girl? Who's the old lady?
oh my God! I think I peed.
So we'll get to a point where we're a little bit more settled in, and then call it. So,
We're the only ones.
couple minutes,
Kate saw a little
essentially.
girl looking out a window at us when we were outside.
That's who I saw. A little girl.
Mr. Demet probably has family.
Or more or less when we get to the next section where we can kind
Who
of walk around.
This place does give
That's
me
all
the
good.
Short video today, but next time we do, we'll probably aim for, I think, a longer video.
Oh,
Yeah, it's an intro video.
being scared song.
Yeah.
This is my don't be scared
Fright Nights. I'm gonna sell this right now. Fright Nights. Fright Days.
Did she make a song so she doesn't get scared?
Yeah, she does have a song so she doesn't get scared. She's also the very scaredy cat character.
Okay. Good luck out there.
Which is cool because she has a
So,
pretty cool
two.
scared section.
Wait, does it show what all the characters are afraid of? Because one's afraid of heights.
Yeah.
It's not so much.
She-
It's just traits in a way.
Yeah.
Like everyone has their kind of traits. So,
Yes.
like Charlie can't live without cigarettes. He's a big smoker, which will kind of come into play a few times.
So you're saying instead of posting it like it does at the beginning of the other games, like age, whatever, this just by playing and listening to them, you kind of learn what their traits are.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like this one just doesn't. I mean, their traits will obviously change depending on how we choices we make and some of our options. But just their character flaws and stuff, like you have to actually kind of play this one to learn and see how some of it is.
I was reading Kate's social media posts.
Like the other ones would say so and so X of so and so, but this one you have to actually play to find out that two of them are dating, or that two of them have a crush on each other.
Which is kind of good because you didn't know until you get to know people anyway. So it's good that they've added it enough. They don't feel that they have to actually write at the beginning.
Still, like for instance, the two people that have a crush on each other, it's actually these two girls. So you can play it one way where they will start to confess some of their stuff.
Why is a dusty old bottle of
You'll also, like I mentioned, to learn how the character I'm playing is
in a controlled environment
a little bit more of a scaredy cat compared to some of the other characters.
You're cute when you're worked up.
Also, she has asthma.
I don't cute.
Which will come into play.
Oh.
So it is neat that this time around it's a little bit more gamey, a little bit more you kind of have to learn about the characters. But it's kind of a double-edged thing where it's nice to kind of at least know about the characters to begin with.
So you kind of know how their moods are when you say certain things or do certain stuff.
You okay?
Shit.
You trying to scare
I
me?
don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, but
You alright? 'Cause
this is the
good job.
oh, we learned that she has an asthma thing.
Yeah, she just noticed dust and her starting to cough. Come on, use it up her pan.
I hate to say it, but this was another thing I think was maybe underutilized. It could have just been the choices I made caused me
You
to
sure
not
you're
use it that
okay?
much,
'Cause
but I
yeah,
only really
maybe
used her
Mr.
inhaler
Well, did it.
a
No.
couple times.
But seriously, it's not your fault.
And this is probably
You're just
the
too
only
young.
hint I'm going to give you
You can't
because,
pretend like it isn't a
like I
thing
said, I will
anymore.
not tell you
But you
what
don't want to be depending on
choices
an inhaler.
to
You've got
make
a
to
mind
save some
over matter.
people,
Mm-hmm.
but
Dust and
sometimes
allergies and
choosing
just
the
nobody to take care
inhaler
of.
over an
You
obvious
sure?
threat
Sure,
will
I'm sure.
procure better
So,
options.
yeah,
Oh,
cozy.
yeah.
And I say this not knowing, but having a feeling I'll end up being the one who is given that
You
option.
gonna try that?
But I just want to, in case you end up being
And
the one
now
that
you're
is given that
crazy.
option,
It's
that's
not that
probably
bad.
the
You're
only
not
clue I'll
lying.
give you that
It's
will
piquant.
be a life or death
Decent
moment.
vintage.
Sure.
I'm getting
Yeah, because with her
coffee
inhaler, she'll
undertones,
could die.
and it's slightly
Yeah, but
spicy.
you don't know what the situation that I'm that I'm talking
Yeah,
about
I
is.
don't. I do not at all.
With that being said, I have seen
And
the
I want to say
both sides of the
strong
outcome. I was
coffee
watching
about
a
it, boys.
streamer at the time who,
Oh my
I
god.
mean, I'd already chosen the decision,
You are
so I
such
already
a
saw my
liar.
side, but I did end up watching a streamer afterwards who had made the other option, and the other option is probably more your kind of thing of, oh, that's actually really cool what happens.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant
But
the thinking you were cute thing.
it's
Really?
the only actual semi-death scene I've seen
If my
where
cheeks are red, it's from this wine.
actually it's probably one of
Not
the only
because
death
I am
scenes I've seen where I was
bashful.
like, that's actually
That's
kind of
fair.
cool how it plays into the story
Really?
later.
Sorry. Didn't mean to make it feel weird.
What? No, I'm fine.
I don't think it's much
I'm totally
more
not the
longer.
scared
This is
lost
just
slime Charlie makes me out.
our two
Oh, I
characters being
know.
flirtatious.
That's why I'm super coming on to you.
Just in case like you're sitting
Listen,
there being like,
you'd
oh, I
rather
need to
drink
go
this
or I
shit
need
than
things to get done.
acknowledge all
Like
the
it's
signs I'm throwing at you. What are you doing?
Oh my
you're
god.
so hurtful. I thought we had a thing, you bastard.
Oh, you bitch.
I'm just fucking with you. I wanted to kiss you for months. I just was scared to make a real move.
I was about to say, I was like, wait, what? What did you do?
Wow, we moved really fast there.
Sorry.
Also, you look like a demon with your eyes glowy.
Who is that?
Who else would it be? There's only like a handful of people in this hotel that we know of.
What the fuck, Charlie? You just standing there trying to listen in?
What? No, I was just about
Uh,
to knock.
What do you want?
it's not like we were
Did I
super
interrupt?
loud.
No, we're just talking shop. We're worried
Totally
about
talking
Barbara
shop.
getting
Totally, that's all we're
robbed or...
talking. Shop.
Yeah, yes. If this place is running
Like,
on a generator, I
how
need to know
do you
what it's burning
combine
at.
two different buns?
I don't care what you guys are doing.
Then why are you lurking?
I
If
can't
you
find
get
my
what
room,
I'm saying.
and I need a fucking cigarette.
These funny shapes.
See, another
are
reference of
numbers.
Charlie pointing
They
out
go up
cigarettes and
and
how he
down in order.
has
Thank
a
you. I've just been
little
down
bit
the
of a
hill.
smoking
Give me
addiction.
10, then we should get a rough plan for getting our first shot.
We have all evening. Can't we plan after dinner? I'd like to chill for a minute after the trek getting here.
I want to be shooting after dinner. You've got 10 minutes.
10 minutes to get ready and then dinner. Got it.
We'll be down in a few then.
Oh, Erin, I checked my blue bag. No cigarettes.
That's where I put them.
Come and show me. Maybe one
Oh,
colorblind
weird. His
doesn't know
cigarettes
what a
went
blue
missing.
bag is.
Or maybe you should manage your own damn cigarettes.
Yeah. Aaron is also kind of the pushover character.
Yep.
As you'll also notice.
Yep.
Good luck finding your rooms.
This game, I think, actually does have a 6th character that... Oh, that was in my ear. This game does have a... Oh, what's he doing? What's him and his little girl doing? Where are they going?
Where the hell are they going?
Where did you met go?
I swear there's not a creepy guy behind that one-way mirror.
I was like, I wonder, is Dave just saying something there, or is he legit? You know, to be fair, all of this is a really perfect spot to end because it leaves mystery for next time.
That surely doesn't look like somebody.
And does it? Is it? Would it?
Kinda looks like her.
Oh, Kate wanted you to have this.
Oh, not her, but like Kate.
Breaking down walls, navigating the maze of anxiety. Are you?
You know, that was a perfect spot to end it, and I ruined it. But until next time.
Yep. That's all, folks.